And breaking inputs coming in, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has made a big claim on Captain Amarinder Singh. She says the former Chief Minister, Amarinder Singh, led Punjab government had to be replaced as it was being run by the BJP from Delhi. It is yet another attack that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has leveled against Captain Amarinder Singh. Madhurima now joining us live on the broadcast. But before that, Amandeep is also with us. Amandeep, well, is this a pace saver? Given how Captain anyway has left the Congress and spoken against the Congress so strongly, and that has left the Congress in a lurch? Or what more is Priyanka Gandhi Vadra meaning by this?
Swesha, this is another way to justify the position of the Congress against Captain Amarinder Singh. Just because Congress party knows how they have humiliated Captain Amarinder Singh when he was the Chief Minister of Punjab, and in fact he was not taken into the loop when the CLP meeting has been called. He was not taken into the loop when PPCC President has been decided. He was not taken into the loop when several major decisions regarding the Punjab Congress has been taken by Priyanka Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. But now when the poll is here, when the Punjab is heading towards poll, so they are trying to justify their own position and pacify that the decision for appointment of Charanjit Singh Channi as the Chief Minister is very much right. That is the reason they are trying to paint Captain Amarinder Singh into the BJP color. It was fact of the matter that Chief Minister always in coordination with union government, and that is the reason they were running the government. Just because federal system is state government and union government has to support in all the way to state government to protect and provide the funds regarding the economy and the national security. And this was the captain doing. But Congress party is trying to settle their own court just because Captain Amarinder Singh was completely owning the government. Captain Amarinder Singh was heading the Punjab Congress just because Captain never allowed anyone to interfere into the Punjab affairs. But it was something that is dissimilar to the Congress party behavior and trend. That is the reason now they are on the poll rallies from the stages in Dhuri and several other places trying to accuse Captain Amarinder Singh that he is always in hand-in-glove with BJP just because he is having a nationalistic approach. He always spoke about his nation, and now Congress on the other side is justifying their own position. But the point is that why Priyanka Gandhi is not justifying the position of Navjot Singh Sidhu, who is not present in the rally? Why Priyanka Gandhi remains silent when Charanjit Singh Channi and Sunil Jakhar is with Priyanka Gandhi, but PPCC President Navjot Singh Sidhu, who was a hand-picked man of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, is not remained present in the Congress rallies where Priyanka Gandhi Vadra was addressing? Why they remain silent on that position? Just because it is an internal fight, and in fact they wanted to put entire onus of 5 years of Congress failure to Captain Amarinder Singh and wanted to fight and regain their government in Punjab. This is how they are trying to establish their grounds in Punjab, but that actually not happens. And this is not happening even. We are in Amritsar, we spoke to multiple people, we taken the mood of the people. They all are against Congress. Nobody wants to resume the Congress government. Neither they are claiming or believing that Charanjit Singh Channi can run a very smooth government to Punjab. Just because he is all the man of all announcements. In 111 days, Channi made certain kind of announcements, but no implementation, and people knows it. So this is how the Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is trying to justify the position of the Congress in Punjab, which is in completely mess. Yes, Swesha.
Absolutely, Amandeep, because we know, and Republic was the first to speak to Captain Amarinder Singh after he quit the Congress, and it was rather unceremonious given the sequence of events and how he was being treated in the Congress party. And once he completely exposed the Congress party, now around the polls, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra obviously attempting to put the entire blame on him when there were no answers to how he was treated. And now, obviously, that he is in alliance with the BJP, and so is his party, Punjab Lok Congress. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra now completely saying that, they colluded all the way through. But fact remains that the Congress is once again turning a blind eye towards its own mistakes and now attempting a face saver ahead of the polls.
Absolutely, Swesha. The point is that Congress leadership, in fact, High Command, is not intervening into the internal fight of Punjab Congress. They are all looking and putting the entire onus to Captain Amarinder Singh, having a hand in glove with BJP, and they are trying to paint the entire captain leadership with the BJP. But they are completely turning blind towards their own leadership. What Navjot Singh Sidhu is doing and what his family is saying, that Charanjit Singh Channi is not at all a poor man. He is having a 133 crore property. How can a poor man be so much rich? And in fact, wife of Navjot Singh Sidhu is claiming that Charanjit Singh Channi is rich as compared to Sidhu family. So why Congress party remains silent on that? In fact, why Charanjit Singh Channi, when campaigning in entire Punjab, why he is not visiting to Navjot Singh Sidhu's seat? When it was a very hot seat, just because Navjot Singh Sidhu was confronted by Bikram Singh Majithia, who has entirely established his political grounds in Amritsar East. Why Charanjit Singh Channi is not visiting and campaigning for Navjot Singh Sidhu? Why Navjot Singh Sidhu, despite having PPCC president, not going to any other constituency for the campaigning for the Congress party? But no, that is not the issue for the Congress party. The issue is that yes, Captain has done so many disasters in 4.5 years to Punjab. That is the reason Congress make him exit from the Chief Minister chair and bring Charanjit Singh Channi as a Chief Minister. This is the agenda of Congress party. They are completely unaware about the fact that Captain make the Punjab secure from the Pakistan and certain kind of activities from the Pakistan, delivering drones, weapons, drugs and what not. Captain is the one who made a roadblock to the Pakistan smugglers. But that was completely brushed aside by the Congress party. Yes, Captain is all accused of the Congress party.
Yes, Amandeep, on that note, I want to thank you for joining us. And of course, we'll try and pick up more responses on this. For the moment, we move on.